After driving my 2023 Tesla Model 3 from Toronto to Halifax and back twice, doing a whole bunch of car camping and using it to facilitate my electric rideable backpacking adventures, I can wholeheartedly say that the Model 3 is underappreciated as an adventure vehicle. As of making this video, they're only $42,490 USD for the base model, which is actually a better base model than the one I have. And unfortunately, prices fluctuate all the time, so it may be different by the time you watch this video. At least as of right now, Teslas have the most compatibility you're going to find with any electric vehicle when it comes to chargers. Because not only can they use native Tesla superchargers, which only work with Teslas, but they can also use NACS, such as newer generation Tesla superchargers. They can use CCS with an adapter, and if you really wanted to, you could charge with CHAdeMO if you're feeling particularly kinky. AC charging is, in my opinion, one of the unsung heroes, because if you stop at a campground or a motel, if you plug in overnight, you wake up to essentially a full battery. Even if it's just a standard wall outlet that you can plug into, that'll still give you a really healthy boost for the morning to start you off. Like over the course of 12 hours, my Model 3 would get about a quarter charge. But not only that, if you're actually sleeping in the car, running like say camp mode, which lets you keep the HVAC running overnight, instead of pulling that from the battery, you have shore power to keep yourself cool in the summer and warm during the winter. While the Model 3 isn't the most efficient vehicle on the road, it's definitely up there in that upper echelon. And while it's no Aptera, it still translates to a lower cost for long distance drives, because the more efficient your vehicle is, the less power it uses over a long distance, which means less you have to charge it, less cost. And just as an example, when I drove from Toronto to Halifax and back last year, including all the driving we did for the 2 weeks that we were out there, the combined total that we spent in charging was the equivalent to about 223 USD. And Model 3s aren't just one of the most common EVs to see out on the road, but they're actually one of the most common cars, period, that you see around nowadays. And that means they don't really stand out that much, and they make really good stealth camping cars, especially because they're so small. It's just a car. No one really thinks of that as a vehicle someone might be sleeping in. I mean, it's a little cramped for space, but it's not as bad as you might think. Also, if you don't plan on sleeping in the car, then you could use all that volume for anything you want to bring with you. Because not only do you have all that space in the trunk and the rear of the car, but you also have the frunk, you have the under trunk, and if all of that isn't enough, you can put on some roof racks and mount an external cargo pod. And then there's also the self-driving capability of the car. In the two flavors it comes in, there's regular autopilot, which is amazing for eating up miles and miles of highway. But if you want to get even more exotic and spend $100 a month to get full self-driving, then it'll do everything. Lane changes, city driving. So if you're in the market for an EV and you're a little bit adventure-minded, don't discount the Tesla Model 3. It's actually surprisingly got a lot going for it. And me personally, I have no regrets buying my Model 3.